This is special message from Thiruvannamalai. It's about enlightenment. What's enlightenment? Enlightenment is enlightened living, living with awareness. We don't now live with awareness, and that is the cause for all our suffering. We all at one level experience enlightenment. Everybody, whether educated or uneducated. When we live enlightenment, when we are asleep, when we are sleeping, we are in bliss. So what happens during the sleep? During the sleep, our senses are at rest. Our mind is at rest. And that is the reason for our bliss that we experience during sleep. And the bliss is lost when we wake up. When then the mind comes up, then the senses come up, and then we are miserable, and then we do damage to our consciousness, we do damage to our bodily cells. So waking state is the villain. But here we have to understand the two different states, the waking state of consciousness and the sleep state of consciousness. In the waking state of consciousness, no doubt we have the mind which is up and the senses which are up, and they give us the guidance. But then at the expense of what? At the expense of the silence, at the expense of the bliss that we experience during sleep. If we are able to maintain the silence, maintain the controlled presence of the mind and the controlled presence of the senses, or in other words, to put it very simply, if we are able to live the waking state without the mind, without the senses, yet we are in the waking state, then that is called enlightenment. Technically what is happening is, there is abundant prana during the waking state, and there's prana during the sleep state, and that prana is what repairs our body. In the waking state, we don't have that much prana, because when the mind comes in, when the senses become active, the prana leaves the body. And that is what is happening. And this teaching is as old as the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advises Arjuna, hey, go and kill your enemies, and that is your duty. But even while you are killing, you should never lose your silence. You should not lose your peace. Yogasthah Kuru Karmani, which means stay in yoga and perform activities. And the best commentary for this has been given by Amarakavi, an unknown Brahma Rishi who lived in recent times. And he said that during sleep, the prana comes into your body, and when you wake up, it gets out of the body. Why? Prana is inimical. to the mind and the senses, which are ignorant levels of existence. So if we are able to live that, then we are enlightened. And that's the message for now. God bless.